waiting from the gun. Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a play.
Maybe by about a yard, if that. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 20.
Kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And the return.
I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. After the interception, here's Stafford. Look at the time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first 7-yard line. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember some.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That situation.
third down and 9.
Throwing deep for Galladay. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Jones
Picked off down near the 5. They told us repeatedly.
But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. In Orlando, he'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the
31-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 25. And
4.
to the air again. Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. Past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Looking to throw. Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week.
But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Rico Gafford
With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Prescott down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receiver.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and he's just across it.
Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, 20, 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So is the coach.
8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Able to get there and pick it. There he goes, right side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
Rico Gafford, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside.
Because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 19-yard line.
Complete to
7 yards there and a first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is
Left to go in the game. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off just shy of midfield.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20.
Yeah, baby.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. He can
Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up.
Hurts on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
No one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flat.
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left. Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now a handoff looking right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Rico Gafford with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And Washington has retaken the lead. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just remaining. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculus.
First and 10 at the 46. 20, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Rico Gafford, 46 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Washington. Rico Gafford with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get for the gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And some space here. Touchdown, Washington. Rico Gafford saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time. On first down, Turner. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone.
Ezekiel Elliott.
One last shot now for Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Washington moving on as we say so long.
Football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athletics.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside. Offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass is young 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
Touchdown, Washington. Rico Gafford as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
47. Check.
To throw, Montez. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Breeze.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big...
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55.
Ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Washington football team. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis on hand, and CD, all eyes on the AFC champs. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever. Remember, 0-16 3 seasons ago, 6-10 in 2019, and now 4 quarters away from a Super Bowl title.
And don't you just have to applaud and recognize this fan base that's been so great and so loyal for so long, desperate for a winner, because you have to go back to 1964 for their last NFL title. That's pre-Super Bowl era. Remember, they beat the Baltimore Colts 27-0 in that game. This is a remarkable turnaround, and they have a chance to win their first Super Bowl.
And meanwhile, this is a Washington team that nobody thought would be here at the start of the year. Even the most diehard fans would probably tell you that. Yet here they are looking for what would be the franchise's 4th title in this, their 6th appearance.
And you have to remember, partner, we have to go back to 1992, the last time.
Mayfield off the play fake, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
7 yards.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme.
Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. Back to throw again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington has taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half.
Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to... They'll run on first down. It's Ferguson. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Ferguson, 46 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Right back to Ferguson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And the Kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington football team. They win it, and they will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. For the victories, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
Just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis.